Anthony, real fast. So like, I think we're getting feedback. So you watched that video, and let me mute you. So you watched that video and you were able to set up a login? Like you set up a login with AI coding and everything?
Yeah.
That is amazing, man. Is that the first time you've ever coded in your entire life?
Yeah, that was the first time. I had watched the video twice, actually. The first time I just watched it, just to watch it, to hear it. But then yesterday was the second time I watched it. I actually, pretty much just mirrored what you did. So yeah, that was my complete first time just, coding a website, putting together a website from scratch.
Dang.
Yeah.
And you created a login and you logged in and it works. So you have a record in your database. Like it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool thing
that
about
is so cool,
man. Because before I got to the whole forgot password point, I was like, okay, we did the login and sign up, and then I pretty much asked it like, okay, what should we do next? Like, and it pretty much laid out a whole outline of the different pages, the different features, even for, free features, paid features, different tiers, a whole pretty much outline of the different pages, to have on this specific website. Even a user dashboard, it had that in there. So I like the fact that Cursor is just not like just just coding. It's still like, it still has the Claude and ChatGPT features where it's still, it's thinking for you, it's helping you develop the whole blueprint for you, and it can implement it. So yeah, I'm stoked about it, really.
That is amazing. And is this a project that you're using that you're wanting to build for business, for work, for personal? What are you building? Like, what are you creating?
So it's for business. What I'm doing, I'm pretty much doing another database, but for manufacturers, clothing manufacturers. Because I have a clothing manufacturing store myself in downtown LA, but I know it's just hard for people to find American-based manufacturers, I should say. We all know about China, Alibaba, things like that, but it's not really like always a go-to place where you can find a manufacturer in your area type things. So I want to build a database for that and be able to connect, consumers with those manufacturers, be able to send and go through the whole sample process and everything. So that's what I'm actually building.
Wow. That is amazing. And now let me ask you, you watched like how everything you need to know to code with AI. It sounds like you created the login page. Did you get a chance? I know this is a lot of videos, just like 4 hours of training, but did you get a chance to watch the programmatic SEO video yet?
No, I'm watching that today. I'm gonna watch that today. It's a couple of other videos on your YouTube page I need to watch, but that's the one I'm watching today while I'm doing the other pages, but I'm watching that today.
Okay, so let me just show you this of why you would even want to watch this video. Okay, so first, but what up, Callan? How you doing, man? Glad you showed up.
Hey, got a snow day today, so I can actually talk.
Let's go, man. All right, so this is crazy. So in this last training, that little video that I showed that you walked through, I was setting up a lawyer website, right? Well, what you guys didn't see is I basically went and did the programmatic SEO part off camera, which is that other video. That's all I did is I went through that video myself, but I didn't watch it because I just had the AI do it all. And then I submitted what's called a sitemap to Google. All right, so let me show you guys what a sitemap is. So inside Google Console, this is a brand new website. Okay, so this is a brand new website. You can see right here in the top left, it says attorney search near me. This is the video that the website I built on that call. Okay, here, let me zoom in because this thing's a little small. All right, cool. So we're here. So this is a brand new website. Well, check this out. This is, if I go to this website page, right? If I go to this website page, you see how it says find top attorneys in Baker, Nevada? Watch what happens when I refresh this page. You see how it says attorney/Baker, Nevada up top? This is a single page website. Look at it. This is how I'm catching the leads, right? So this is where I'm going to start selling the leads up through this thing. Okay. So, and then I'm also getting paid from legal documents. Like, this is my affiliate link. So this is just kind of catching you guys up from where I was last time. But if you see it automatically searched Baker, Nevada, it updated my SEO on the page. It says serving White Pine County. Like, that's freaking cool. It customizes it to the county. And then look at all this. It's all the lawyers in this area. And then you could see like Lloyd Baker is the guy that I sat next to in that freaking call, right? So it pulls back all of these lawyers, right? Well, you check out this. I have find attorney by location. If I click on this, I could find all of these attorneys by these cities and states. I love this one because look, Alaska's a straight up bear, man. Like, right? So all of these, if you look up here, this is a new URL. Well, check out this. If I go to performance and I go to sitemap, look what Google has, right? Like, this is attorney near me. This is my sitemap.php. Okay. If I click on this, Google has 33,785 pages. This is a single page website. This page, if I go to the home page, watch this. If I go to the home page, it's the exact same page. There's not 33,000 pages. Now check out this. You see this pop up? Watch this. I could enter in my information. I could hit continue. I could tell you all about the, like, my brief, like I could say, in a rec need a check. All right. And then I could hit continue, and then I could hit all my information, and then I could hit this, get free legal help. Boom. A lawyer will contact you shortly. I'm already talking to the guy that's going to buy those leads from me. Like, he literally gave me advice and said, hey, you need to go check out these other websites that we buy leads from already right now. And you need to make sure you have the right disclaimers on your website. You need to make sure like you have all of this stuff. And also what your lead form needs to be a little bit more detailed. Bet, thank you so much. He's literally I'm like, I was on the phone, like, how can I best help you? Like, do you need motor injury lawyers? Like, what can I best serve you with? And he's like, at first he kind of blew me off. And then I was like, he's like, he saw that I was serious. And I was like, dude, no, check out my site, please. Like, just check it out. He checked it out and he's like, okay, here's how I can help you. As soon as you get more traffic, because I told him it's a brand new site. He doesn't see the behind the scenes that I submitted 33,000 pages. And soon I'm going to, like, my next step is submitting all the categories. So now all of a sudden I'm going to have personal injury lawyer, accident injury lawyer, motorcycle lawyer. I'm for every city and state. So every category is going to be times 33,785 on my website. So when I say this is the way nerdy people can get traffic, well, what happens? Watch this. I just submitted this. Today is December 5th. This is last read. I submitted this 2 days ago. Watch this. I'm going to click performance. Most recent date, I could click up here, which is yesterday because it's just one day. Look at this. I got 11 impressions from Google so far. My site came up 11 times so far on Google. If you look on this, scroll down. Top queries. This is what it's actually coming up for. Slip and fall attorney, Adrian City, MI. I don't even know where that is. I don't even have the category slip and fall attorney on my site yet, and I'm ranking for it. Alma personal injury lawyer. Albertaville personal injury lawyers. Personal injury lawyers, Albertaville. It looks like Albertaville. I'm showing up. Look at I'm showing up Albertaville 4 times, 5 times. I'm going to call Albertaville and I'm going to see, hey, I'm getting searches for you guys. Do you guys want to buy leads? That's my next step. As soon as I get a lead, I'm going to call one of those zip codes that they get. And I'm like, hey, I got a guy that has a DUI. Can you help me with this? And if I send more your way, can you give me $10? you know, like $20, you know, like $20 is $20, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find whoever's going to buy these, but I could see they're searching. This is a brand new site. Why? Like, you know what I mean? Like brand freaking new. I created it 3 days ago. This took me less than probably 48 hours of work total based off of that programmatic SEO video. And I'm starting to rank for all of these. Look at the pages. You can click on the pages. These are the pages that I'm getting clicks on. This one got clicked. I got 3 impressions. Here, I'll move this down. Right, I got 3 impressions on this, 1 impression with 1 click on this, 5 impressions on this page, 3 impressions on this. And if I go to my other site that started this all as the test, you can see just yesterday, December 4th, I got 44 clicks just yesterday on my site. 2,800 impressions. I'm not even doing anything. And look, these are all the queries for that site. 4 clicks. So far to date, if I look this last 3 months, look at this brand new site, November 8th. We've had 301 clicks, 105,000 impressions on Google, and I'm not doing anything. I could see the dispensaries if I want to like see which ones I'm ranking in. I could see all the top ones. Like these are actually keywords that I'm coming up for. Like it's not, I'm not fluffing the numbers. Like look at this, like freaking tons, man. I could print this off in a CSV. Let's see, where's this button? Export, boom. It will export this entire thing as a Google Sheet, okay? Watch. I'm just going to export this as a Google Sheet as soon as it loads. These are all my keywords, and I'll hit File, File, and then we're going to say Share, Publish to Web. Okay, hold on. Share, File. Where's this? File, Share, Publish to Web. All right, and then we're going to say web page, and then we're going to hit publish. All right, publish a selection, and then boom. Now we have a URL, and you guys all can go to this web page, and you can see what I'm actually like ranking for, right? Like this is a full-on web page with all of the stats inside here for that one dispensary site, okay? And now you guys can see like it's not fluffed. Like that's a lot of numbers to fluff. Like it's actually ranking for these keywords. It's getting these search traffic. It's if I go to the pages, check out this. According to Google, this is a single page website. According to Google, there's 77,000 web pages. Not all of them are indexing because there were some errors and some of it was charging me at a different time. But if you watch the video, I show you my new traffic source and my new data source that doesn't charge you a ton of freaking money. Literally, I got charged $300+ and they just charged my card again the other day because I owed a balance. I got charged $300 something because I was using Google as my data source. Follow the data source that I show you guys inside that video. That's going to save you so much money. Like I'm using that now, and now I could get 3 million website freaking pages for $100. You know what I mean? And it's not Website Scraper API. So make sure you guys are like going to that data source also. Okay, so inside that video, that's going to save you so much time. So Anthony, as you build out your login page and all of that stuff, that's part of the business. The other part is how do nerdy people get traffic, right? This is how we do it, right? I don't know how this is working, but we just submit sitemaps, okay? You see this, like this discovered pages, 101,000. Like I'm submitting these sitemaps. Like I'm not playing. Like I'm literally like, okay, how can I submit 33,000 sitemaps? But then how can I submit 1 million today? You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm trying to work with this. So this one is getting searched. This is brand new. I could see the sitemap. I could see the pages. If I click over here, soon we're going to start seeing the pages. But if I go to also, if I grab my domain and I type in site and then the little colon right here, and then I paste in my domain, you can see how many pages are ranking on Google right now. I have 38 pages that Google has crawled and started to index. That's it. 33 pages out of 33,000. And you can see I'm like ranking for find top attorney in Abram, Wisconsin, attorney in Album, Michigan, Maine. Like you can see I'm coming up for all of these like city and state. You see a top attorney in Addison, Illinois, Adrian, Michigan, which is over by Callan somewhere, probably. I don't know. I don't even know where Michigan is. All right, top attorney in Asian, Missouri, right? Like you can see I'm coming up for all of these different city and state. That's what's called programmatic SEO. However, the AI coded that. Look at this. The reason I'm doing this long tail keyword, I even show you the tools that I'm doing. You see how it says search attorney New York? 33,000 times a month. All of that traffic coming to it. And I could potentially sell the leads from that. Like, if I just rank for a couple of these, you know what I mean? Like, oh man. And if somebody buys a couple of these leads for a couple bucks, this site might be a $200 a day site, $300 a day site, a couple $1,000 a day site eventually. Maybe not yet. Maybe I'm only making 17 cents so far, but I mean, hopefully one day it freaking gets there. You know, I'm going to add you guys all as code hosts just in case somebody joins. What up, Troy? Glad to join him, man. You're on mute, but you look beautiful.
It's good to be here. Sorry I'm late.
No worries. All right, so Anthony, does that show you why maybe that video is important for your next step, maybe to watch?
No, well, again, I'm mind blown again, Jeff. Because I didn't even know how all that worked. I didn't know anything about how to rank or anything like that. And I'm almost thinking, this will kind of help with our social media presence too, if we, even just make like personal websites for ourselves that just have all our, pretty much our contact information, pretty much just like a one-page contact or bio page for ourselves, and use that to rank. Use that to rank on Google, and that way, we have traffic going to our different social media pages at the same time.
1,000%, 1,000%. So it's crazy because you can make these simple websites. So it's cool. Ed, I'm just gonna highlight you, but Ed is like every single time we talk to Ed, normally he's at like you right now, Anthony. He's at his job, but he's like in an attic cleaning black mold off an attic as he's learning AI coding. Well, AI. I mean, Ed just messaged me the other day, and he's like, "Bro, somebody paid me." He's like, "I just casually made a site for a buddy, and he paid me $300." He said, "How much for that site? I want it." And he got paid for it. Well, right now, Ed's going into his down season where he's not going to have as much work. Now Ed's going to, dude, he's made $300 with a website that he said, "Make me a website," and the AI made him a website. Like, so you can 1,000% do what you're saying and just make single page websites. A lot of people, I charge $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 for a website. Getting a quick $300, $500, $1,000 for a website is a steal. And all you have to do is say with this branding. It's insane. Now with these programmatic SEO websites, here's the other thing, right? This is something that like me and Callan might do, and me and my buddy Todd, and Callan doesn't even know he's been part of this yet. But Callan's been letting me use his Go High Level like a homie hookup for a minute. And so I was thinking the other day but right before we jumped on this call is, instead of attorney search near me, I should have something that's website builders. And yeah, he's like, I just been voluntold. Well, the good thing is it's volunteering using your affiliate link. So my thought was, if I have a website builder near me directory, kind of like what I teach about in that class, and then at the top, I just have my big old smiley face that says, "Hey, like this whole website was built by me," and a big old button to click here to hire me. And it says, "But I'm really expensive," or you could hire all these other guys. And then it says, or at the top, it's just sponsored the heck out of it with Go High Level ads. Because here's the thing, if somebody's searching website builder Las Vegas, they're also looking for they could either hire you or they could just go do it themselves. And so this provides a massive opportunity, 33,000 pages to rank for that keyword, but also with our Go High Level affiliate link at the top in something that we know we could get paid for a software builder. But also, here's what I'm thinking is right now I'm over here trying to find someone to sell these leads to because I'm not an attorney, but I am a website builder. And I'll sling together a website for 10K if somebody wants to pay me 10K. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it. Like, if they want to hire me and they say, like, hey, I'm the most expensive guy on the list, but if you want to hire me, click here or just search right below me. And I put my smiling face right here up at the top, and it's sponsored by Jeff because I built it. That is perfectly legal. Instead of me sending it over these legal documents, this is where I would put my Go High Level link. Hey, if you just want to build it yourself, click this. And now we're running this traffic because if you don't realize, if you don't realize this is not about 33,000 pages listed on Google. That would be silly. Watch what happens in 3, 2, 1. I'm a liar. Oh, come on. This is so embarrassing. There you go. 3, 2, 1. All right. This is what this is about. Right here, I feel like we're all like marketers, but we're all business owners. Businesses thrive on leads. This is 33,000 so far lead pages, landing pages, lead magnets, not pages. I'm not just doing the dispensary site. I realize every time somebody's on the dispensary site, they click and they go to a dispensary. I don't get paid from any of that. I'm only slightly bitter. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to make this actually work. When I'm doing this, some people come to me, some people are like, hey, like, why are you in business? Like, I build website businesses and all these things because I'm trying to find things that will produce revenue that are not attached to my time. I want to make the website. Here, let me just refresh this Google AdSense thing. Okay. So because I applied for Google AdSense, the only reason I'm going into the freaking lawyer niche is because they say that they pay $100 a click. Well, guess what? I'm gonna see. Is that true? Like, let's just see. Like, I'll take $1 a click because these guys are paying way less. But check out this. If I go to the ads, and this is the ads for the most recent, actually home, right? If I go to home, right, like this is what I'm trying to do. Today so far, I've made 4 cents. I mean, nobody else is giving me 4 cents. I mean, yesterday Anthony bought my course. That was freaking cool, right? Like, and that's free. And he showed up today and he's freaking building websites and he's actually taking action. Like, dude, I hope this freaking makes you millions. Like, I hope that this idea is not just fluff. Do you guys know? I had a guy today that, like, it was probably like this last week. He sent me a video and he's like, basically, he teaches SEO. Okay, I'm gonna even stop sharing. He teaches SEO, and check this. This is what's so wild. He teaches. I'm talking hundreds of people. He teaches SEO, and I've talked to other people that have been his students. That they went to his classes, and he sent me a video, and he said, "Hey man, I like your programmatic SEO. I can't wait to talk to you about it when I come to Vegas." And then he says, "Check out all of the stuff that I can help you with." And he said, "This is how you could buy backlinks from this guy." He goes, "This is who I buy backlinks from." And then he goes, "And then you could take this software and you could redirect when they land on your page, you could redirect to your affiliate link." And I'm like, this guy, he teaches people SEO. And he's just teaching the most shady, spammy thing. And all I could think of, if I was standing and you and I were standing in front of Google right this very second, and they heard what you just said, Google would ask, "Wait, what website are you using?" And they would say, "Put that guy on a ban list immediately," because that guy is providing spam. He's not buying backlinks from high quality sites. Bro, I don't care if that works right now. Google's going to figure out a way to slap you for doing that. Because if you stood in front of them and said, "Hey man, I just bought backlinks because I want to be number one on Google," that is not value. Talk to them like a human. That is not what Google wants at all. But when you look at these programmatic SEO websites and you search up attorney near me or slip and fall attorney, Las Vegas, Nevada, and all of a sudden a slip and fall attorney lawyer comes up, that Google's going to say, "Hey, dude, that's value. You want to be number one on my site?" And that's it. Just talk to them like a freaking human. That's what Google would say. And they said, "Hey man, you're building good sites. I'm going to reward you by putting you on top." A lot of people are teaching spammy stuff. Just think logically for a second. If I have 33,000 cities, I'm not building 33,000 spammy sites. It's 33,000 programmatic generated sites that as soon as they land on that website, it automatically generates the lawyers in that city and state. It's not AI generated. It's not spam content. It's 100% original. We're pulling the data from a data source and it's populating on a website page and you can see it's ranking. I'm ranking in 2 days. The website that I listed with Google from the dispensary site is still ranking today. It's not like it went up and then it got slammed. That's what everybody else's website does. That's the difference. There's a huge difference when Google says, oh, you're still providing value. We'll still show your site. That makes sense. You know what I mean? It's if you stop trying to game the system and do what we're doing, it's like, Anthony, you said like, I'm going to have all the manufacturers and you want to have a directory. Well, imagine if you had a directory of all the clothing manufacturers in the United States. And now they have a directory and you're ranking for United States, clothing manufacturer, Las Vegas. And it pulls up all of the clothing manufacturers here in Las Vegas locally for me. And then you're shining faces at the top with a course selling digital products, saying, hey, if you want to know how to use these in local manufacturers, sign up now. Here's a free 2-hour class. And then here's my master class for $1,000. And now you have a digital product and you're using SEO for everything. And you're like, I even have a software I built so you could search these guys, message them, track your orders, get test products. I built everything for you. And you understand the process of now. And guess what? If you forget your password, I made that work too. Because that is still very invaluable. People, they'll go to somebody else because they're like, dude, I don't remember my freaking password and this thing doesn't work. And you just made it work. And it sounds like it's not a big deal, but some software, it's 3 years later and some of my software doesn't even have password reset. You know what I mean? So, dude, how long have you been a coder? You're your fireman job. How long have you been a coder, Anthony?
None at all, really.
Dude, but you've coded up a login, a website.
Well, yeah,
how
yeah.
long?
I just started yesterday.
You started yesterday. Do you know that, Callan, how long have you been a coder?
Going on 20 years.
Going on 20 years, Anthony. Is this still stuff? Are you learning stuff from that video that you're getting with the programmatic SEO stuff, Callan? Like from your 20 years experience?
I will, yeah. It's something I've never gotten into, so for sure.
Dude.
And I'm always learning new ways of being able to integrate AI into my workflow that even make me faster, right? A lot of these things I know how to do, but it's like, how can I do it quicker and make better use out of my time? You take somebody that's armed with programming knowledge and then add the AI knowledge on top of it, and that's so powerful.
Do you know that's why Callan's one of my best friends? Is because Callan is a programmer that took AI and implemented it, and now he's actually using it in his software world. He's not running away. He's a traditional developer. He literally has all the knowledge of development, and he's using AI to actually do this. And most other people, I'm not joking, the developers are the ones that are so scared and they're like hard-headed to use this stuff. And it's the same thing. It's most SEO guys are gonna be like, oh, dude, like
most of our angry, they're like, oh, I got a degree for what?
Yeah.
Right? They're like,
because Anthony did it in 8 hours. You got a degree for what?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like if you, it's taking a while. They're slowly coming around, but you've got to get to the point of realizing that. So I put it this way, right? You take somebody who's never shot a gun before, and you point them at the target. You get them close enough, they can hit the target, right? But are they going to snipe somebody from 5 miles out? No, probably not. It's going to take a while to wield that and craft that. This is a skill just like that is. Your first time out, you may not build the most complicated thing in the world with AI, right? It might be unreasonable at the skill level you are with implementing it. But as you get better and you learn to implement it and you learn new techniques, you start being able to build some things that are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I feel like I'm learning literally with you guys. I think somebody the other day, they were like, I think the AI is alien technology. And I think I'm like, probably right. Like, I mean, it's expensive. Callan was one of my developers, and we used to work on no code development projects. We were getting paid $15K a month from the client, and then Callan was helping me with this stuff. And it was hard freaking work. And no joke, that took 10 months to build the software, and it never seen the light of day. It still wasn't done. And that was no code software development. And now, if I had that same thing with AI coding, like, it's completely different. Most of our time was spending hooking up API lines line by line. And now we could have been like, AI, do this and integrate this whole freaking thing. And then it magically does it. And it's like, dude, that would have saved us time. Like,
I'll give you an example. I'm programming something right now as we speak for my day job. Taking database tables that have hundreds of fields in them, and I'm having to write updates into structures that are like 5 and 6 lines long for each field. Right? I put all my data into a table. I told AI what to do with it. I wrote the code once for one update. And I said, I want you to use the table to replace this. I wait till it generates, I pop it out, and I slam it into my editor. It's done. Something that would have taken me a day or 2 days, I can do in 5 minutes.
That's amazing. And you should do it at home so you still get paid the same amount of time if you have a day job. Don't let your boss know it takes 5 minutes. I'm just yeah, no. That's legit, man. I think Callan works for this pay. So.
No, not quite there. It's a public utility.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So for me, this stuff is so let me show you where I was going to go. I was thinking about, because I have 1,000 websites, I don't want to just have every attorney near me and then website builder near me.com. Like, I don't want to have every near me.com. Like, I really don't want to do that. Like after the first 2, I'm good for a minute. So the next one I'm going to build, I'm going to put it on. Basically, like, my AI team is like one of my favorite softwares to use besides Cursor now. Cursor's kicking butt, guys. But my AI team I use for a lot of the front end still. So anytime I'm like, all right, I got to start a project and I got to build the user interface, I have to do that. So I think what I'm going to do, there might be a version. My AI team doesn't, when you guys use the coding thing, it doesn't cost me anything because I pass you guys use your own API key. So I'm thinking about making it where it's just $27 or something, like, because there's no cost to me, it's just a cost to you guys, So I might do that here shortly. And then my AI team's just a freaking awesome software, but super cheap. And it's a front end builder, you know what I mean? Because I would rather have more developers using it than anything else. But what I was going to do is inside this, we're going to need a lot of like projects. So I was going to build on the subdomain, it's going to say hire.myaiteam.com. And inside hire.myaiteam.com, it's going to say website builder, software developer. And then it's going to be by city and state. And then essentially I'm going to make it where you could set up your own applications and then people could apply to you. And then you're going to have like a place where you could build and manage basically your clients and all that stuff is my thought. And then you could show your projects, all this cool stuff. And so, but I'm not going to charge anything for that area because I want it to be like, it's all going to be sponsored by my AI team, right? It's going to be using my AI team domain. I'm going to put my shiny face up there so people could hire me first, so it's totally going to be sponsored by me, but everybody else will be free. And then you can manage your clients. But I have so many projects that I need to freaking manage. And it's like, I know that I'm going to keep doing the programmatic SEO. I know that I'm going to keep building websites for people. I know that I'm going to keep going in this direction. It's not like I'm going to stop. Well, how can I also use this to help ourselves with website building? You know what I mean? And like, maybe that'll be an area. Maybe we get clients from that site. So that was kind of my personal project that I'm going to go with next for me. What about you guys? So.
Well, I have a few little snippets I was working on in my dashboard that, now that, Cursor is around, I feel like I could dive in a little bit deeper on that. And then also, while doing all this, I was like, okay, maybe I need to start my own little design brand or multimedia brand, just so whenever I do start getting clients or inquiries, I'm at least look kind of legit, even though AI is doing everything. So um, I really just want to get into trying to see what are softwares or things that people need done that they don't know can be done for through AI in that sense. So instead of me trying to boggle my mind, trying to think, okay, what's the next thing I can do? Why don't I set up like an inquiry database? Kind of sounds like what you're saying, and capture what it is that people need done to help, help their lives more efficiently.
Absolutely. So this is what's amazing. I love that you even mentioned this. So there, what's interesting is sometimes you think that you know the business of what we're in, right? Like it almost thinks that we're in the business, like the internet marketing business, right? But like, what's the actual business? And here's what it is like when we actually look at the business, there's a business model, and it's one of these things that's create things and then tell people about them and then follow up with those people and show them. So what you're essentially talking about, the reason why I was talking about building that page is because I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. If you reverse engineer how I'm even making money on the internet, right? I have a Facebook and I have landing pages now because I'm getting traffic from Google, but essentially I'm building stuff and then I share it with people. So I post things and then I comment and I follow up. On your landing page, you have lead pages, so you could follow up with them that way, right? Well, then on my Facebook, I follow up with, like, if you look at my posts, the other day I posted, which is probably like how Anthony even showed up, is literally like, I posted, who wants to watch this video for free? So I posted something. That post has over 150 comments on it. That post freaking blew up. Well, that's like, whatever your business is, post something. Hey, I just started building websites. Started building software. Who has an idea that they want to bring to life that they don't know exists yet? Right? You're telling people that you're asking people, don't be shy with this stuff, right? Like literally, like this is a study, right? A lot of doctors, they'll go to school, but they'll still get out of school and they'll call it a practice, right? Well, they practice stuff. Well, this is the same thing. We practice. Ed practiced with a friend. My voice cracked, but he practiced with a friend and literally like he got paid $300. And the guy's like, hey man, how do I get that website? Just practice building stuff and you'll get paid with it. Because this is a high paying skill. Callan he's been doing it for 20 years and it's a very high paying skill, like it's not like, and it's technical. Most people are too scared to even like talk to the AI to be like, hey, can you make me this? And you see how easy it is when you know what to do with it. It's not like it's like, oh, this is the hardest job in the world. You just got to know where to put it, and so that's pretty much it. But there's something. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start moving a lot of stuff into the Code Vault, because there's one video one like class that I want you guys to be able to listen to too. It's called Traffic on Demand. It's essentially the very first product I ever created, but it's a $7 product. And it just teaches how to post, comment, and message on social media. And if you guys can do that, like post content and then comment on those comments and then message people in the behind the scenes and just do that, like that's the business of internet marketing. If you guys want to see, I'm not joking. Anthony, did I post something and then did you message me? And then did we talk here and did you purchase something?
Yeah.
That's the business of internet marketing. Do you know within about 30 seconds of you buying, I had somebody that bought the exact same product and they said paid within 1 minute in front of my children, which was cool as heck because my kids over there deciding right now what they're going to do after high school. And I'm over here trying to tell them like, no, our jobs are awesome. I'm telling you, you can make money from selling things on the internet. And they're over there like, well, In-N-Out pays $15 an hour. I'm like, like, do not understand what is happening here. Sell information, sell digital products, let internet marketing things work for you. But the business is not just create YouTube videos. That's not what that's the surface level. Creating websites is the surface level. Selling stuff like information, having sales funnels, having sales processes set up, that's the business. Having an application that somebody jumps on the phone and hires you, that's the business. Like I was just telling you, Cal and I, we were getting paid for software development. That was more money. $15K for that client was more money than I've ever made in my entire life. And I squandered the opportunity because I started doing music stuff. Like, I mean, sometimes you go through entrepreneur journey. Here's what's crazy. The entrepreneur journey is not about what you sell. You're literally discovering who you are. It's about finding yourself, as crazy it is. I'm over here. Yeah, sure. I made a lot of money doing stuff, but I really wasn't very happy. I was stressed out because my tools didn't work as fast as the client wanted them to. No client wants to pay $15K a month for 10 months. It doesn't matter if you're building cool stuff. If it doesn't see the light of day, they don't ever want to do it. They want what you did, Anthony. I just started learning coding and I built a login and a page and a dashboard and a forgot password, and it's been 8 hours. That's what they want. They want speed. They want it just done. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go to the restaurant and then ask how it's made in the back. You just don't. You just say, I want a fries and a burger. And then you sit there and you talk with your friends. And then you love the customer service. You don't care how it's made. The fact that it's made with AI, that's your secret sauce. You could literally, that's you. That's your skill. How you use the tool. Like, I don't ask my the guy that does my pool, I don't ask what brand of chlorine he uses. Is it blue? You know what I mean? Is it blue? Oh, it's green? Bro, fix it. Oh, it's blue? High five, bro. That's it. I don't care. Here's the check. I pay him every week. That's it. I literally don't care anything else. I don't care how it's made. I don't care I don't care what, as long as I could get in the pool and it's blue and it's like, it doesn't burn me. Like, dude, that's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. Like, so literally somebody the other day, they were like, oh, but you're not writing the code. You don't know everything. And I was like, dude, I don't care if it's coded with a potato. I don't. I do not care how it's
hilarious, because one of the primary things that they teach you about in development is that reinventing the wheel is so much harder. Almost all of the frameworks that come out, everything, it's all about doing things in a way that's already figured out and optimized, and not reinventing the wheel. And then he's going to get shit about not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
It's all fear.
Totally. And the thing is I love when people adapt to it. And there's going to be ones like us, I'm not joking, that adapt faster. And Anthony has time on his hands. Literally, dude, it sounds like if there's not a fire, you're developing, right?
Yeah,
bro, I am so jealous. You are on the clock, working out, freaking doing this stuff. This is legit. Dude, that is the dream right now. You're learning while you're on the clock. You have a stable income. I throw rocks at jobs because guess what? I got hurt. Who hurt you? Yeah, my uncle. I'm like, I don't want to go back to that. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. So therefore, I'm trying to
change how
work
we
as
say
much
that.
as I can. What's up? What's up, Gal?
I said maybe we should change how we say that.
Yeah, who are you? Right. So for me, there's no other option. I have to make this work. Well, this is what I'm doing all day long. I've started to switch my mentality. The business isn't the flashy stuff. The business is posting stuff on social media, following up with the comments, and messaging them the things that I'm doing. It's telling people about it. Here's the thing. There's something called the law of income. You make more money based off how many people you help. How many people you impact. If you have a job, do you agree if you have 2 jobs, you'll make double the money?
Mhm.
Right? Well, if you have 500 jobs, will you make 500 times the money?
Definitely.
Right? If I have 33,000 pages, will I make 7 cents a day? If I have 3 million pages, will I make 75 cents a day, 80 cents a day? I just, is it just a math equation? If I could just do this math equation over and over, will it work? This is my theory. Well, I'm betting my livelihood on it because I don't have like this trustworthy job. I'm over here. I'll sling a website for $1,000. Anthony bought my freaking course for 500. Woohoo! We bought In and Out last night. You know what I mean? To feed a family of 5 is $100. You know what I mean? Like it's, dude, but it's exciting. You know what I mean? Like we're all saving up for Christmas right now, and it's freaking exciting. That Anthony, you know what you did? You put $100 in my family of 5's pocket. Each one of them got $100 for Christmas.
Nice.
So, dude, it's impactful. And I'm like, dude, if I could impact a family of 5 from what you just impacted, dude, like maybe my income will grow and maybe it'll just keep growing and growing and growing. That is cool. I want to impact as many people as I possibly can with this stuff. And if I could see you're a fireman and now you're a coder in 24 hours, bro. This is whack. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life because people go to school for 20 years plus to learn what we're doing. And you're doing it in, I watched a video off YouTube and I did it in 2 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't see that there's power in that, and then this is just the start. This is just the start. We're not even a year in. We're not even 10 years in. We're not even like Callan 20 years in of what we could possibly do with this skill. What happens in 20 years with that site? Will it rank higher? Will I get more leads in 10 years? Will I have a freaking mega mansion in freaking Vegas like I'm trying for? You know what I mean? That's the goal. I want a 15-car garage. And I believe that if I keep putting these site maps out, and if I could keep collecting leads for the right customers and selling the right affiliate products and keep doing this, this is the way nerds can win. I'm not out there hustling on my Facebook anymore. Hustling on my Facebook is what I'm doing right now. That pays the bills. That gets me website clients and all that stuff. However, the landing pages and the lead pages and collecting leads on your website, that's the actual transaction part. You have to have that transaction. Building, what's crazy is Stripe AI can code up the Stripe checkout page and connect to your bank account. That is what's, I feel like that's amazing, man. Like you're not filling out a W-9, you're connecting it right to your bank account. And that for me is powerful. You know, like I feel like we could do something with this. Like you could get a check that day, you know what I mean? And it's different. I mean, so this is today my website could start ranking and I could call that guy back that said, hey, call me when your website starts getting traffic. And I could say, hey, bro, I got 5 leads today. What do I do? And he could say, all right, you really got 5 leads. And I said, I got 5 leads. It's a brand new site. Like, can you help me? And he's like, all right, I'll take them. Here's $5. That's $25 in a 3-day-old website a day so far, if that really exists. But what if he pays more than $5 a lead? What if he pays $25 or $100 a lead if they're really good? If I could get hundreds of leads a day, because I'm going to rank for thousands of categories of these lawyers. If this works, I'm going to push on where it does, and I'm not going to focus on where it doesn't. And that's it. And then maybe New York is kicking butt. Well, guess what? I'm going to have New York lawyers. And I'm just going to really go hard on that one. You know what I mean? Like whatever it works, I'm going to focus on. So this is me seeing what works, pushing down on it. And in the meantime, I mean, like, dude, like just what Ed did. Ed says he was like, I'm just going to casually make a site for a buddy. And the guy said, I want that site. How do I pay you? And Ed said $300. And he made $300. Do things and tell people about it, and they'll pay you. Don't be shy. It might feel awkward at first. The awkwardness is what weeds out the weenies. That's it. If you have to block your work so they don't see that you're just moonlighting, do it, man. Whatever you got to do, or build it in silence. This is why I love the programmatic SEO. I have 33,000 pages on Google. None of those are people searching for my friends list. You don't have to push it online. You don't have to post it publicly. You could get traffic behind the scenes. That is why I'm so passionate about the programmatic SEO. Because I'm only figuring out ways to get money from my Facebook. I can get money from other ways. I have to show up to my Facebook. That's my day job. I'm trying to go to Bali. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to show up every day for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I literally want these websites to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars for me a month.
No, definitely.
Not attached to my time. You guys are just along for the ride. And I hope that you guys build websites with me. Because, dude, Anthony, how cool would it be to hang out and be like, dude, we got a lot of money from these sites. Look at this. This is cool, man. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, this is legit. It really works, you know? And right now I'm trying these little Google ads. I'm trying these other, all the things have been coming true based off that programmatic SEO video. This is the second website I'm ranking and that's already showing up on Google. It's not like the first one was just magical. It's like, no, it worked again. It's worked for multiple people so far, other than me, that are just like you, Anthony, that have never coded in their entire life and they submitted sitemaps of 33,000 cities.
Nice.
Dude. So the fact that you are doing this, man, this blows my mind. I'm literally like filled with joy with this. It's so crazy because it's like, you're doing it, man. You're not just watching my video for the entertainment value. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't want that to be the only reason why somebody watches my video and be like, oh, dude, that's awesome that you're doing it, Jeff. No, I want to see that you're doing it. And then, Jeff, look what I did. That's what blows me away, man. And heck yeah, guys. So thank you. Thank you for not just watching the videos and just taking action. It's legit. It really is. It's legit. So I appreciate you guys doing it because, yeah, I mean, it sucks just to be up here and then I only have to keep teaching the basics for people. And then we're never past the basics. Because you can't set up Stripe without a login. If you don't have a database connection, where are you going to put the transaction records?
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't go to step 2 before step 1. And sometimes it starts with, dude, I forgot my password. I literally have to build my own password reset. How do I even do this? That's crazy. That is so cool. Like, that's building the plane while it's flying. And that's what you're doing, you know?
Okay.
So it's legit. You're learning as you're going. And don't be shy to tell people about it. Send it to your best friend. Bro, check out what I just built. You can log in and see your name at the top. You know what I mean? That's cool. Put a little fireman game in there. Dude, Ed made a game for his little Call of Duty crew. And it was like Matrix themes. You have to catch the white rabbit. I don't know if Ed could share it with us, but dude, glad you showed up, Ed. So, yeah. So he's on mute, but hopefully he pops on soon. Yeah, so don't be shy to just test stuff. Make it where you could save your high score, you know? I like what you're doing, Anthony. You're not even getting distracted with other stuff. You're literally building for your actual business. And
Right.
That's
Yeah,
focus.
that's kind of what I wanted to, kind of focus on. Where can I assist myself first? You know, even though I'm making a clothing manufacturing database, well, obviously I'm gonna rank at the top of it all the time since I have a clothing manufacturing business. But then I also at the same time, I've always wanted to because I'm a trader. Well, I'm learning how to trade, I should say. But I always wanted to write my own trading script, because I do have my own strategy. And with the introduction of this cursor, it's finally actually something I believe I can do without having to go through, Coursera or Udemy classes and, all the tedious work it is of understanding and implementing coding. So that's actually what I'm going to be working on probably simultaneously is, trying to see if it could, script some actual expert advisors or indicators for me.
Mm. Like for crypto and stuff like that cool stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the different.
Dude,
markets.
that's what's up, man. Dude, that's so cool that you mentioned that. I feel like I hide I feel like I hide the fact that I do crypto. Because like I hide the fact that I do crypto. I probably shouldn't hide the fact of it. Mainly is because what happens is I tell people what I'm doing and they take my advice and then they invest in the tokens that I tell them to, and they don't sell the tokens that I told them to. And so now they're like, bro, I've been holding that for a year. I'm like, I don't think that even exists. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm like, so for me, I kind of worry about that, However, there is a project that I'm also working on in that same space. So maybe we could start to share together stuff. But there is some APIs that I've been finding, which
nice.
you could basically get information from wallets and see their trading history and their 7-day average and all this stuff. And my thought was, somebody came to me with this idea and they wanted me to build it with them. And so I've been like, sure, but like, it's the idea of like sniffing wallets and finding what they're trading and how often they're trading, and then do what's called copy trading. And then I could basically, like, if you're making 100 times your per money every day, well, I don't have to like follow your advice on Twitter. I just have to get your wallet address and copy your address. And if I have your address, well, then I could just mimic your trades with my trades,
That'd be dope.
And so that's my logic. And so if I could find those wallets and sniff them and we could track the best wallets, well, then I already know that there's a bot that could trade those bots, like trade
Right.
those bots. So maybe I actually do start talking about crypto stuff, because it sounds like everybody is interested in it, but like I've just been the one gun shy about it. But like, dude, no, like the fact that all crypto is open source, if you
Right.
realize that, the blockchain is a giant database. So if you actually connect into the database, you could see when all the trades are happening. You can see tokens rise and fall. And if you plug that information into an AI intelligence, but we also just sort by the top and then only input the top and then cross-reference it and then make decisions, will that all work? And I think that, according to my calculations, I think that will work. You know what I mean? So
I think you need current event context, but yes. So
yeah, with current event context. So that was the next thing.
It's so hard.
Is I saw Reddit. So if you go to Reddit, you could type in, at the end of a Reddit thread, any Reddit website, you could type in .rss. Okay. Well, if you type in .rss, it actually displays the RSS feed of every website page on Reddit. Even the comments, everything about that. So you could almost do searches off that URL and display the RSS feed. So imagine if you're cross-referencing tokens, getting all that data, and then cross-referencing sentiment value on Reddit and on Twitter, and cross-referencing these websites to get all that information, which is the current events. And now you could basically pull back information like that live based off of Reddit responses.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Is my thought, because that's the data. Once you realize Reddit is a giant data source, you can use Reddit as your data source for content, for anything, for these sites that we're talking about. You could build programmatic SEO websites based off all Reddit data if you wanted. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of cool stuff that you could do.
That's why I've been looking into the Make software. Pretty much it's an AI software that sets up sessions for you, so you could connect to two different programs. Let's say Google Sheets and ChatGPT, or like ChatGPT to get the RSS feeds, put in the Google Sheet, have that read through and, you know, it can, I don't think it would create websites, but you would create social media from it. You can have it automatically create blog posts from whatever information you give it. So I think that's a real good idea, actually.
So if you don't, so what Make is, Make and Zapier is just the middleman for
Right.
people that don't know how to set up APIs.
Mm.
So once you know and start realizing what an API is, just here, Anthony, just today, try this. Set up one API with OpenAI.
Okay.
And all you have to do is go to their API documentation and literally copy and paste it and put it into the AI and say, make me a web page that makes it where I could do this. And it will copy and paste the whole thing and tell the AI to make you a web page that will do it with your API key. And it will literally call the AI, write you that web page, and it will build you that whole thing to be able to instantly use the AI right there on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Here's what you could do. You could make it, there's models, image models. You could make it where somebody could generate text for your material.
Well,
Sure.
that's what I actually need too. I need a system. I wanted a system where, you know, someone could go on my site and then they could put whatever clothes they want on the actual, you know, digital model just for it to see. Or, you know, maybe in the future that digital model be a model of themselves just from them uploading a picture of themselves. And now they have like a real life mannequin, in the sense of 3D mannequin of themselves, being able to, you know, switch between how the clothes will look on them and whatnot.
Absolutely. Oh man. So there's a website. I'm going to send it to you. It's called replicate.com. Okay.
Replicate that.
Replicate is basically a entire directory, I guess, would you say it maybe? Marketplace filled with models, API models, image models, all this stuff that you could call, and you could actually get all that information. So you could call image models that write text. So now they could create their own images, and maybe it's like they're wanting like a cool logo for their fire station. You know what I mean? And then they could instantly put it on there, and then they could order right there from your site. You can offer that, like. And then there's models where you're right. You could upload their image and it will train that model on their image. And then you can display that model with your shirt and all that cool stuff on
Yeah,
Replicate.
so I'm definitely going to be looking at this site all day today. Especially with that hint you gave, just copying the API and just telling AI to, you know, build me a whole website or the infrastructure of a program based off this API sequence.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude.
Well, I just got a call, guys.
All right.
I'm
I'm going to jump off too.
I'm gonna be posting more in the Discord channel, or Jeff, just pretty much just keep like a time frame, a timeline of what I've been doing with the projects I'm working on. I'm gonna be posting the Facebook AI Coder too, but I just like Discord more because I don't like that linear one line, you know, that most chat versions have. But I definitely want to just keep pace and keep everybody abreast of just the different things I got going on. But thank you, Jeff. Thank you for everybody else. Good to see you guys. Look forward to building with you guys together in the future.
Be safe. See you.
All right, thank you.
Later.
Bud.
Have a great day. Bye.